If you guys have been on this channel long enough, you'll have easily come to see that being rich is not the worst thing to be on this planet. Being rich allows you to purchase some of the finer things in life, sometimes multiple of those finer things in life. Most rich people enjoy having everything they desire, and some, but even the richest we have covered so far, be it Bazos, Musk, or Gates, don't have everything. Well, except for these 10 richest royal families, who are on a whole other level of rich. With vast amounts of wealth and political power, they have the ability to also influence our entire planet. This sort of rich will blow your mind. Get ready, as we will now show you the top 10 world's richest royal families of 2022. We are certain you'll know a few on this list already, but guarantee you that most you'll have never heard of before. Let us know in the comments below on some that you already know of. Welcome back to the channel. We have an incredible one for you guys today. Those new here, welcome. Please join our growing family by subscribing. Excited about our topic today? Hit that like button and smash that thumbs up icon so you get your weekly fix of wealth. Number 10. Liechtenstein's Royal House. Lichten what? Many of you have probably no idea that this is even a country. We don't blame you. Unless you live near Switzerland or Austria, this country is tiny, occupying a size of only 62 square miles. But don't let the size fool you. It's one of the richest countries in the world with a per capita GDP of more than $180,000 per year. Wow! One of just 2 European royal families to make the cut, Liechtenstein's royal family holds the 10th spot on our list with an estimated net worth of $4.4 billion. The majority of the family's wealth is owned by Prince Hans Adam II, the reigning monarch. Hans Adam II is the most recent monarch to rule the small Alpine Principality, which became a sovereign state in 1806 after a lengthy series of kings had previously held the throne. Most of his wealth comes from their LTG group, the family's private bank, which the royals have full control over. And get this, they pay no tax. That's one way of gaining wealth, to keep government hands out of your pockets. The Prince of Liechtenstein Foundation also manages a portfolio of priceless properties of castles and palaces, thriving businesses, and other lucrative assets in addition to the bank. Shall we also mention his prestigious art collection that features works by Rembrandt, Van Dyck, and Raphael? Yes, they've got a bunch of that too. Number 9. Moroccan Royal Family. The Alawite family is in charge in Morocco and was originally founded in 1631 but predates to the 13th century. Yes, this makes them one of the oldest royal families on our list. Today, this royal family is headed by King Mohammed VI, who came in power in 1999 but comprises 19 members total. Most estimates place the Moroccan royal family as the 9th wealthiest royal family in the world, with a net worth of approximately $8.2 billion. In addition to owning assets worth billions upon billions of dollars, the Moroccan royal family also boasts one of the longest civil lists in the world, which is a line of royals who get payments from the government in exchange for their services that are provided to the state. King Mohammed, being the leader of the pact, receives more than $500,000 annual salary, a pretty good gig if you ask us. He has collected up to a dozen palaces and other high-end real estate all over the world, because who really wants to stay at a hotel when traveling when you don't have to? The king's 17-year-old son is the next in line for the throne, and it is reported that in 2018, the crown prince received a private plane to use for international travel. The prince reportedly has a passion for aviation. However, the Moroccan royal family refuted those reports, claiming that it's just another one of their means of travel. Don't think the taxpayers would have taken this too kindly. Number 8. Dubai's royal family. Of course Dubai is on this list. Wealth equals Dubai. Dubai is governed by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He leads Dubai's royal family and is the wealthiest member of the Al Maktoum family. The Sheikh, who has held office since 2006 and serves as both Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, is known for his philanthropy and is the owner of the investment firm Dubai Holdings. How can a person be both Vice President and Prime Minister? Just royal things, we guess. Ruling Dubai for over 2 centuries now, this royal family has successfully turned the barren desert land into a thriving global paradise for the wealthy. Rashid Al Maktoum is well known in the horse racing sector, and his lavish homes spread over Europe, in addition to being the owner of one of the largest ships in the world. The Sheikh, who owns the largest horse breeding facility in the world, Darley Stud, has emerged as the game's most important participant. The man is alleged to have 6 wives, and one of his weddings is said to have cost over $100 million. The man sure knows how to throw a party. Easily done when your family is estimated to be worth $18 billion. When it comes to his son, Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, there is no expense spared. Having an enormous golden car collection is just the stepping stone to his ultra-costly investments into personalized, luxurious tanks, which he often takes out on joy rides in the desert. What a lucky SOB. Number 7. Royal House of Brunei. Since its foundation in 1363, Brunei's royal line, the House of Bolkiah, has intermittently ruled the Southeast Asian country. The current monarch is Sultan Hassan al Bolkiah, who has been in power for the last 54 years. The family has accumulated incredible fortune as a result of Brunei's vast oil reserves. The Sultan's estimated net worth is estimated at $20 billion, as per Forbes. He lives in the lap of luxury in his comfortable palace that was built for a staggering $1.4 billion. Most families don't see that amount of money in multiple generations, not this one. In addition to owning 7,000 supercars, including 600 Rolls-Royces and 300 Ferraris, the patriarch of the Bolkiah family is rumored to own numerous private aircrafts as well. Among his collection, get this, he owns a $520 million jet, of which he spent $120 million decking out in gold. The family's current estimated value is a whopping $28 billion. You know you're filthy rich when. Number 6. Thailand's royal family. Thailand has been ruled by the Chakri dynasty since 1782 and continues to this day. Maha Vajiralongkorn, the current monarch, took the throne after his father, King Bhumibol Adulyadej, passed away in 2016. The current family is said to comprise 22 persons. Analysts estimate the royal family's net worth to be in the $30 to $60 billion range, all of which was given to the king himself in 2018 after being managed for 80 years by the country's Crown Property Bureau. King Maha Vajiralongkorn is recognized to be the one and only richest individual royal today. Big plots of priceless real estate in Bangkok Center, considerable ownership holdings in a number of significant Thai firms, and shares in the upmarket hotel chain Kempinski made up his riches, which may be spent at the king's leisure. The portfolio earns roughly $3 billion a year. In addition to being the king of Thailand, Maha is also the king of controversy. He has been said to have absolutely terrible fashion sense and is known to wear fake tattoos beneath a crop top. Today it seems that this image has changed as he portrays himself all over Thailand in pictures of him wearing gold brocaded robes or that typical white jacket with epaulettes, a sword and a yellow sash. It's all about maintaining that royal look, isn't it? There's a lot of controversy with this one. Google's your best friend for this one, folks. Wow, already that halfway mark. If you're finding this video entertaining, please give us a big like and subscribe to the channel. We are going to take things to epic heights. Number 5. The British royal family. Of course, everyone will probably know this one. It's the most obvious on our list, the Brits. In 2017, Forbes estimated that the British royal family was worth an astounding $88 billion. This assessment considers the value of both intangible assets like real estate and the family brand. Queen Elizabeth II has the highest personal net worth, which is estimated to be well over $500 million. Additionally, income from properties like Scotland's Balmoral Castle and England's Sandringham House, collectively known as the Crown Estate and the Sovereign Grant, contribute to that. Insane to think they have over $10 billion worth of real estate property investments. Now we're expecting the British to be a little higher, but it seems the sun really set on the British Empire. Plus, all that expenditure on tea is sure to put a dent in any fortune. Not without controversy, the royals always seem to stir up issues. As you are probably well aware, Prince Harry, worth $25 million, and Meghan Markle, worth $5 million, announced their plans to leave the royal family in 2020, leaving the world in shock. The prince had inherited much of his wealth from his late mother. A $100 million Netflix deal was supposedly signed by the Sussexes, with another $25 million deal Spotify podcast contract. Talk about raising your royal finger. Number 4. The Abu Dhabi royal family. The Al Maktoum family in Dubai and the governing house of Nahyan in Abu Dhabi both descended from the same tribe. As you might have guessed, like other royal families in the Middle East, the Al Nahyan dynasty is wealthy from the oil trade. The majority of the family's $150 billion fortune was accumulated in the 1970s when the first oil boom came. Oil really is the black gold. The president of the United Arab Emirates and Emir of Abu Dhabi is named Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He is the head of the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, which is in charge of assets worth $696.6 billion. including the Burj Khalifa Tower in Dubai. You know, that really impressive, super tall building that smashes many world records? Sheikh Khalifa also remains one of London's wealthiest landlords, with a property empire worth nothing short of $7.1 billion that is expected to bring in $205.9 million in rent annually, just a little bit of chub change for your weekly allowance. As you can imagine, the Nahyan family lives in a lavish palace filled with the grandest luxuries you could ever imagine. As we cover on this channel, the royal palace of Qasr Al Watan is mind-blowingly expensive, costing nearly $2 billion and is the biggest one on this planet. With billions in cars, planes, yachts, and real estate, they are the prime example of how to live that lavish life. Number 3. The Qatari royal family. Since the middle of the 19th century, the House of Thani has controlled Qatar. The current emir, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, is 40 years young and the world's youngest king. He was appointed in 2013. The family's enormous wealth is estimated to be sitting at about $335 billion. The family's holdings include the London Olympic Village, the Harrods department store, and the Shard skyscraper. More yet, they hold large stakes in car companies such as Volkswagen, the Empire State Building in New York, and well-known corporations including Barclays and British Airways. These folks really know how to pick their investments. The Qatar ruler knows how to live large in a palace worth more than $1 billion. Interestingly, the Thani family even owns more real estate properties than the British royal family in the UK. Flexing their wealth, they have the most exotic car collection, yachts, airplanes, and yes, high-end art and luxury watches. Of course they do. Number 2. Kuwait's royal family. Sheikh Sabah IV Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah, the current emir of Kuwait, is the head of the Al Sabah family, which governs Kuwait. Estimates of the family's wealth are hard to come by, but one from Time magazine in 1991 put it at an incredible $90 billion. According to reports, a sizable amount of the wealth is held in U.S. stocks and shares, the value of which has grown significantly over time. In fact, experts claim that since the early 1990s, the Kuwaiti royal family's fortune has expanded by a factor of 4, with the usually reported figure being well over $360 billion. Even this number may be conservative, given that the family is rumored to control sizable shares in the majority of the top blue-chip U.S. firms. This royal family comprises about 1,000 members. Even split amongst them, that's a pretty nice bit of coin. Well, it sure seems like they took Warren Buffett's life lessons to heart. Plus, it doesn't hurt when you have billions of dollars at your disposal to diversify. Number 1. Saudi royal family. The House of Saud, the undisputed richest royal family in the world, is the ruling dynasty of Saudi Arabia. Comprising about 15,000 members, they have an overall net worth of about $1.4 trillion. They are wealthy beyond belief and are not shy of hiding it. Saudi Arabia today is one of the richest countries in the world thanks to primarily its enormous oil reserves and exports. Since 2015, the current King Salman and his ancestors have controlled both the country's government and a sizable chunk of its riches. He is thought to be the richest member of the family, with an estimated wealth of $18 billion. Aside from owning private planes, castles, super yachts, and lavish furniture, the royal family also issues tissue paper from gold-plated tissue dispensers. If it's not gold, it's not worth their attention. Gold furniture, gold cars, and even gold yachts. Why not flex your prestige when your family value has amassed such wealth? According to reports, 34-year-old Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, better known as MBS, is said to have purchased a 500-year-old painting, Salvator Mundi, by Leonardo da Vinci in 1997 for a whopping $450 million. The prince spent more than $300 million to acquire the Chateau Louis XIV in France, labeled the world's most expensive property. Oh, and he also bought an EPL team a couple of months back. Most people would have just stopped at the painting, but MBS is not most people. When you can afford every luxury on earth, it's time to diversify in every imaginable item, even paying above and beyond the asking price. Now that's power. So did we tickle your fancy with this list? Are you shocked at how many royal families there are and their insane level of wealth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you love this video and have not yet subscribed, please do so and give us a nice big thumbs up. Share this video if you loved it, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios for now.